With Radio Algeria International, you will not miss a single major political or economic event. Radio Algeria International, our voice in the world.
This is the English service of Radio Algeria International. It's time for the news.
Algeria has called from New York for the establishment of a United Nations mechanism dedicated to maritime security while recommending support for developing countries with a view to strengthening their legal and institutional capacities related to this field. Algeria has officially expressed its strong opposition to the temporary procedure proposed by the French Ministry for Europe and Foreign Affairs, which regulates access for accredited Algerian agents to restricted areas in Paris airports. And as the UN and several non-governmental organizations condemn the killing of the 6 Palestinian journalists in Israeli airstrikes on Gaza, more than 31 people were today killed in renewed bombardments on the territory. Hello and welcome on Radio Algeria International. I'm Miriam Berchi, and joining me live, my colleague Masoud Sharfi. Hi Masoud.
Hello Miriam.
Algeria has called from New York for the establishment of a United Nations mechanism dedicated to maritime security while recommending support for developing countries with a view to strengthening their legal and institutional capacities related to this field. Over to you, Masoud.
Addressing a Security Council meeting on maritime security chaired by the President of Panama, José Raúl Molino, Algeria's permanent representative to the United Nations, Ammar bin Jama, reaffirmed Algeria's support for protecting maritime spaces, citing the African Union's 2050 Integrated Maritime Strategy and urging for robust funding, capacity building, and coordination to combat piracy, trafficking, illegal fishing, and smuggling.
As a country with a long Mediterranean coastline and a deep commitment to regional security and global stability, Algeria strongly supports all efforts to better protect our maritime spaces from illicit activities that threaten the safety, the economies, and the sovereignty of coastal nations. We believe that existing regional frameworks, such as the African Union 2050, called Africa's Integrated Maritime Strategy, offer a solid foundation for regional cooperation, but to be fully effective, this mechanism must be strengthened through more robust funding, enhancing capacity building, and closer cooperation among regional navies and coast guards. Greater coordination on the ground is key to tackling shared threats such as piracy, arms and drug trafficking, illegal fishing, and the smuggling of people.
The permanent representative urged for the creation of UN mechanism for maritime security, advocating regional cooperation, joint exercises, legal harmonization, and using technologies like satellites, AI, and big data for rapid, effective responses.
Algeria believes the time has come to consider the establishment of a dedicated UN mechanism focused especially on maritime security. Such a body could help coordinate rapid response, facilitate the sharing of information, and improve cooperation among all relevant actors within international law. This should be done in close partnership with regional stakeholders. Improving maritime security also requires us to work better together. This includes joint naval exercises, harmonizing legal frameworks, and implementing shared surveillance tools. In this regard, my country sees special potential in new technologies, including satellite monitoring, artificial intelligence, and big data to improve early detection and support real-time responses to suspicious maritime activity.
Mr. bin Jama stressed the necessity of tackling piracy by addressing root causes and boosting coastal resilience, reaffirming Algeria's support for inclusive maritime security, and reiterated its readiness to work with all states to protect seas and ocean heritage.
On the issue of piracy, we must remember that security at sea often begins on land. Addressing root causes like poverty, conflicts, and weak governance remains essential. Any lasting maritime security strategy must be accompanied by development efforts that promote resilience of coastal communities and the global economy as a whole. Algeria reaffirms its strong support for a maritime security architecture that is inclusive, cooperative, and forward-looking. We stand ready to work with all member states to ensure our seas remain safe, our partnerships resilient and grounded on the principle of solidarity, and our ocean heritage protected for generations to come.
That was Algeria's permanent representative to the United Nations, Mr. Ammar bin Jama. Back to you, Miriam.
Algeria has officially expressed its strong opposition to the temporary procedure proposed by the French Ministry for Europe and Foreign Affairs, which regulates access for accredited Algerian agents to restricted areas in Paris airports, as Yabkar reports.
The access is essential for transporting or retrieving the diplomatic pouch. Algeria has rejected this procedure as both inadequate and unlawful according to international diplomatic and consular agreements.